Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the Reverstan Airport. We are pause time because I forgot to start it before the episode recorded. But I was watching this show last night, or a couple nights ago, whatever it was, at some time in the last few days. LAX, it was almost like a ghost town. There was like two or three people wandering around. So I feel proud that even amongst all of these problems, we can keep our own airport going, right? At least we can fantasize about it. And then I saw another show about Las Vegas. Man, what a what a disaster for them. I mean, more than almost anybody else. But I still see cars going up and down the road, and I know people who are still going to work every day. And that's just that whole town is pretty much designed around tourists. You know, I don't know if they have. I mean, I know they have some other industries, but boy, that's a sad state of affairs in Las Vegas for sure. All right, so in any event, here we are. We have very little time passed between the episodes because I think we're ready to go. I don't see why we can't. We got a good amount of money. Now it's later in the day, so we'll lose some money, but I think we can get started on a baggage handling system. Now, I also want to address a comment that I got, and it was about putting these offices up on the second floor, and I do agree with that. I put them here. It's really not a bad idea. They're not going to interfere with these gates because these gates need to be up on the second floor, right? So I thought it was a really good place, but I didn't realize, if you watched all the episodes, you'll know that I didn't realize that the reception needed to have outside to this unsecured zone, which does make sense in the grand scheme of things, but you know, like, why would you put these offices in a secured zone? I mean, I guess it could be, but who wants to go through a bag scanner if you're just going in to talk to somebody in the office? So I'm thinking maybe we'll eventually put that like above ticketing or above the security. I'm thinking of the ticketing because I think, you know, we might be able to put a gate out over here. We'll see. So in any event, back to the baggage hub. So yeah, it is, in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have put it here, other than it is for the moment kind of out of the way. And one thing about this game is it's not desirable, but it's not overly difficult to move things. One thing I can tell you we're going to need is a better system here. They're definitely getting clogged up on these stairs. So we'll get to that eventually too. So other than that, I also plan on moving some of the other things around, like the electrical might go upstairs, and what else? I don't know, I guess we could even maybe put the storage up there. Now, I did get a comment that they would think that the storage, the deliveries, and the maintenance would all go together, and not necessarily. The storage and the maintenance don't need to have drop-offs, or well, I don't know. Well, no, they don't, because you install the toolboxes. So deliveries needs to be near a road, and I'm not even sure that this is where deliveries is going to end up. I think I might like to try to put it down here, but we're also going to get a, what do you call it? We're going to get an expansion down this way so we can do our runway just a little, so we can put the lights in for our runway, if nothing else. And, you know, like by then we'll be talking about extra large gates, at least a couple of them, two or three over this end somehow. And so that'll give us like a plot of land that I don't really plan on building in. Now, the deliveries is good to have closer just because every time you build something, these guys need to go out and get it. Plus, if you notice, these are the guys for right now that are doing our baggages and all. So, like, they're taking the bags out. So, you know, it's kind of good to have them close compared to other things. Where with the maintenance, it's also good to have that close. I don't think depends on the timing of everything, but I don't think that, like, deliveries is more important sometimes. No, maintenance they do every evening, you know, like at midnight or whatever it is. So it is good to have that closer. So we'll talk about putting that over here somehow without creating an issue with deliveries or whatever. But yeah, no. So storage really doesn't. Storage is like the extra junk. As a matter of fact, it would be nice if you could click on storage and just see everything that was in there. Yeah, we've got benches and sinks and toilet stalls. Okay, a lot of this is from these bathrooms, which is good. So if we put in another bathroom, we won't have to buy those things. But Just keep an eye on your storage because you don't want that to fill up too much. And yeah, and sometimes if you have certain things, you're better off just putting them in. Like we could really use more decorations in here. But the first thing I want to do is, well, I'll show you why. Utilities. We're going to do a baggage system, so I better get on with it and stop talking, right? And I was thinking about putting it right here, but what I'm going to try to do is actually put it like right here, but I'd like to build this upper floor first, right? And the reason for that is if I put it here, we're going to have a hard time connecting this one, but I think we can tee it and then maybe put it like right back here. But in order to do that, we need a little bit of foundation. I'll just make it a little bit extra big, right? Not going to really hurt other than the expense of the whole thing. So we'll be able to put it in right there. Be able to take this out. I don't want to mess with it too soon because security zones, right? I don't want to cut this off. But then, so we'll have the hub going down there. Now, another thing while that's getting built that we can take a look at is, let's go over to the planning real quick. And I'll use the clear tool. So I'm putting 3 spaces in between these, right? So right one above that, or 2 above that wall. I think we were using lime. Right, so right there. Right, like right starting at that spot right there. We want to put in a hub from below. At least I want to build this below. You can build it on the 2nd floor. I wish I could see. Let's go. Yeah, I wish I could see where it comes in. Like it's not real clear to me. Right, that is from below. Just make sure. Yeah. So I'm assuming it would come in from this end. Like I could spin it around. Yeah, it seems like it comes in from that end. So we're going to plop this guy right here. Right. And then let's go down below and see what we're going to do down there. Now, of course, it comes in the other end. I was sort of, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I really wanted to get this other thing in over here, too, just so we could see exactly where that was. But then let's go back up a floor, and we're going to talk about how we're going to handle this. Now, I was wondering if we could get this thing in between these. I kind of doubt it. I'm not too experienced with this, right? We're going to need a baggage depot. Yeah, so we can't put it there, which is fine. It would have to go over here. Now I don't want to. We get. Yeah, let's see another one where it would be nice if they gave us the symbol. Okay, so it's got to be right on the road, and then how big is the transition down? So this would be. Yeah, let's just move it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So can we get a transition down? Too close to oh, so this has to be away from. So this can't even be over here. Okay, well this is why we plan things out, right? Like we could probably be over here, right? Yeah. We're not going to put anything there, and I don't think it would be the end of the world. Yeah, I think if we had to have one. Now, the problem with putting it over here is I can't build a taxiway here. Right? Yeah, so if this came down, how does that relate to over here? Yeah, pretty good. Like we could end up with the hub kind of right under there, right? So let's zoom in here and see. I think I could put it a little bit closer. I don't think it matters too much, right? Okay, too close to taxiway. Oops, I hit the wrong button. All right, yeah, so we'll put it as close to the taxiway as we can, and then we need... Okay, so that could go on the end. Now, is that what we really want? Just thinking, do we bring this taxiway straight across there or move our tower? I mean, I kind of hate to buy another tower, but I think, you know, now that we're in the money, let's just see if we can... Objects. ACT tower. Yeah, so we can't put it anywhere here. You know, we could put it like right behind this building. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to lose the tower because then we'll lose the flights. But once we get this tower in, we can knock this tower down. And then we could build a taxiway. We'll get rid of this little bit. Here, let's go get to the planning tool. All right, we'll get the taxiway like right across there. We'll get rid of this part. And then we should be able to put this baggage like right here. And this is kind of a dead zone anyway at that point as far as doing too many other things. I mean, maybe we get another shed over here, right? Like one of these hangars, which is really a little deceiving. Do they call, like, to me, a hangar relatively would be where we put, what do you call it? The, like airplanes, not necessarily the trucks. But is that true? I don't know. Somebody who's around airports in real life more than me. Okay, so we'll put this other thing in over here. Let's assume that will work. But we need to get like step 1 and 2 done first. But now at least we know where this is. Now, did we get this built? Not quite. All right, so we'll get that built very shortly here. We'll have this. So I think we have enough of an idea of where things are going. If we go down to the first floor, we could start talking about how we cut the length, how many, you know, we don't want to run too many pipes back and forth, right? All right, so let's go to utilities. Now, do we need two-way conveyors? Requires two-way conveyor, but we definitely could use a baggage hub. And I don't think we need, do we need stairs down for these people to go in and out? I don't think we do. And since there's only one two-way conveyor that will go out to here for now, and then I think in the future we might have another one of these. Like, I think this will get started, serve these, but if we had these extra large gates, we might have another one down this way. So I think I would tend to put this hub like right in this area. Let's zoom in so you guys can see, right? Let's make sure. Let's see what we have. So in, out, and a two-way in, out. Oh, no, in, out, out. Yeah, I'm not sure it makes too much difference. I may spin it this way. Or no, do we do it like this way? Because out is going to be towards the baggage, right? And then the two ways are going to be if we ever had any more hubs. We'll go with this. If I messed up, you guys can scream. Now, yeah, so two-way would have to go to another hub. Like this would just be, well, this would have to be a two-way too. Am I right? And it only seems to indicate, yeah, up, down. So we would, yeah, now I'm not sure if this is a, yeah, you know what, let's do the planning tool just so we can, we'll do, I don't know, lime. Seems to be a nice color, right? So we'll do this just so we, so that'll be a two-way that heads over there. This way we can kind of make these all one project and plan it out, not because it's all about like digging out the ground and all this stuff. It's right, and then we should have coming out of here one that goes from here, right? Now, you know what? We're going to go this way. Because then we can use maybe this same thing to feed another one. Right? Because our other hubs, or our other things are going to be down below. Now, we might end up having to need another hub. I haven't played, like when I played, they had like blue and pink dots everywhere. Yeah, now we need to get this other thing built. But that seems pretty reasonable. I'd like to schedule that other thing first. Let's go back up. Yeah, we're struggling. Let's play time a little bit. I think we might be able to put this thing in, right? Yeah, transition down. I think it would go just like this. No, we need to get that completed. We don't really have... I added 2 more delivery people, but we don't really have that many. Yeah, we're down to that amount of money. I think we're in good shape for getting this thing going, within the bounds of me not knowing the finer points of how it worked. And I remember before, boy, it was I mean, it was just confusing to people. So I think the changes that they made are certainly seem clearer. Now, maybe maybe I don't understand as much as I think I do, right? So how are we doing for the day here? Let's go take a look at other profit and loss. So far, so good. What did we do yesterday? Well, we lost 44,000, but we spent 30 on research. And yeah, we spent 169 on construction. So really, when you add those two together, we're doing quite well. Did we get the perfect bonus? Nah. I don't think we're going to. There we go. You got one more thing. Come on, buddy. Somebody come over there and fix it. I think he's coming now. This guy here. Yep. Good. All right. So now we can. Let's do a little dismantling. All right, and then we'll objects. Conveyor down transition. I missed. Right, I think we could put that like right there. All right, and then we'll need conveyors from here to here. So let's. Now this just should be a one-way conveyor, right? We don't ever bring. I'm thinking. So we need to get that out of the way first. Okay. I want to build this one first, and then we'll build this one. But now, at least we should be able to go back down below and finish out our little... Yeah, it's a little weird the way they... It's almost like this is backwards. Yeah, did we put that... Well, wait a minute. Let me go back up. This is where it connects, right? Yeah, you know what? Let's... Alright, you know, it's sort of backwards. I'm going to need to dismantle that and flip it around. So let's just go down and pretend that it's right. We can get to this last, right? So if I flipped it around and put it right back in the same place, just for the sake of getting our little planning done, it would be like right here, right? Because right now it's coming out right there. Yeah, well, we'll just... Close enough is close enough, right? And then they'll have to come in, I think, to right here. Right? Does that make sense? Nothing too dramatic, though it will be very nice to get this in working. Now, is there anything else that they've added that I'm not aware of? No, baggage, carousel, conveyor, baggage hub. Man, this is all to do with fuel stuff. Yeah, and I thought they used to have like more different kinds of these, but I think we might end up. Yeah, see, one of the problems is we might need to get another hub in here at some point, right? Like where we could tie this hub to that hub to get to more outgoing thing. So I'm not going to build this, but what that's making me think it would be better to do is, and these might be able to be right next to each other, right? Is we build this pipe somewhere like right, let's zoom in so where we could see like right there. We're going to build, I don't know if this is going to work out, but it'll be better, I think, like here. Let's go back. Yes, good. I got it right. That was almost lucky, right? So, like, in other words, we're going to end up with like a room down here, and let's go back to planning, right? And so instead of building that conveyor that way, we're going to build it like this, right? And then we'll clear this out. Oh, did I not clear? Right, and then eventually we'll have something like this, like right, where this might be the furthest one to the outside. Now, let me know, because it might be a little while before we get to this, if you guys know if I'm overcomplicating this, right? Because we're going to have, like, say, 3 or 4 baggage claims. So we would do something like this. That would be like 4, right? And this would be the 4th one, right? Because if we would have 4 outgoings. Yeah. And then we would also need to get, well, that would be okay because, okay, let me show you, let me not skip thoughts too much, right? So this, well, that worked out, right? And so this one would go all the way down to the last claim, and then these other ones, this would get deleted in the future, right? So we would just, let me just do it for, right, where, and then here's what I'm thinking. If we did have another, when we were upstairs, we were pointing down here at the extra large gates. I think what we could do is we could take, it'd be a little bit around the bend, right? But I could take out of the right-hand side of this one and do a 2-way over to over here, right? So like, you know, I could have a conveyor that goes around, 2-way conveyor all the way over to there. Okay, good. Yeah, and then this darn one needs to be built and then flipped around. Or do we just go with how it is? Because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with how it is. We don't need to be... I don't think there's any... It save us a tiny bit of conveyor, but let's go to here, right? In other words, you know, we just do something like this. And I don't think it matters. I don't really plan on going too much further with that. All right, so there we go. So now let's go back to utilities and say, well, we need a 1-way conveyor. All right, now you're going to yell at me? Invalid placement now. So we need to get these other things done. Okay, this is done. So can we do, or do we need to build, yeah, this would be a 2-way conveyor, right? Cannot build there. So I'm thinking we need to do foundations, don't we? Can we just do this? Oh, yeah, we can. So as long as it doesn't cross an existing wall. A little bit awkward there, in my opinion, but... Right, okay, so we can do that. It won't let us... So that should be okay, right? So that's a 2-way conveyor to feed into that thing. And then we should be able to do something with this, right? So let's go and... This would be just a 1-way conveyor. I'm hoping this isn't going to cause problems, but... Right, and then this would be... And then I'm coming in on the bottom of this one because I, you know, like it would be a little bit closer to feeding into that one. Maybe we'll have to build less foundations. Right, and then, okay, so this one's done, so we can do, so this one, basically, we need a 1-way conveyor going this way. I don't know if it matters the way we're putting these in, but if it does, it does, right? And then hopefully we can connect everything up without having any problems. Okay, well, the episode's getting a little bit long. Let's pop back upstairs and put in this, but I want to... Yeah, our other tower's built. Good. So we can demolish this tower or dismantle it. Right? And then once that's dismantled, then we can put in this taxiway. Not that we couldn't. Can we put this thing in now? Utilities. Baggage depot. No. So let's see. Yeah, see, that guy even wanted to come down this way anyhow, didn't he? Yeah, we could put it... Now, let's just build the taxiway first. So I want to pause the recording, and we'll just let time... We're getting a little low on money, so it won't hurt to let these things play through. But actually, our money's... That's great, because we got most of what we need paid for. Why are you guys all upset? What are you... Quite a people. Oh, fire. Where's the fire? Yeah, that, by the way, we did have a fire or two a few days ago in between whatever episodes, and okay, they're back to normal. I would say this, like compared to what was happening before when they were evacuating and all, like if you notice, we still don't even have a problem in securities. So for the moment, we're definitely overbooked on ticketing and security. So things are going better. But then again, you're wasting money because you got security people sitting around. But we seem to be doing pretty well. Are they using this other kiosk? Yes, good. So they're using all of them. For a little while there, they didn't use this one. That kind of bothered me. All right, let me pause the video so the episode doesn't go too long and we can get our baggage claim done. So I'll let them build all that stuff downstairs here, and then we'll come back. All right, see you guys in a minute. So we are almost done. I have busted out. It would be nice, I guess, if they just completed these things on their own, but you have to go by and dismantle the walls that are in your way. So some of these are dismantling projects. Some of these are conveyor building projects. But we're close, right? It seems like it's all connected. I don't see any big red flags at this moment. I don't see this as being, 0 bags stored, 240 per hour. Let's see over here. We've got this all connected up. And I think, well, there was this one last wall in the way that I missed. And this seems to be connected. So I think we can pop upstairs real quick. And by the way, page up and page down works, but it's also a little bit far away from my fingers. But we got this done. So let's get over to planning and clear. We don't need this to be red. And then I did delete this bit of taxiway. So I think that looks better if nothing else. And I'm pretty sure this would be a good place to put a hangar I think we may work out of this one, but eventually, well, we'll see. We can put a hangar here. Let's just see how it goes. If we can't keep up, that'll be probably the bigger criteria. So let's go back to utilities and see if we can't get... Let's zoom in so you guys can see. It doesn't seem to be lining up. Now, it looks like that would be the way, right? I really wish it would show me the way. Okay, so this is sort of bigger. Yeah, but it looks like the down is going to be over here. So if I got it wrong, it won't be the first mistake I've ever made. But it looks like one way or the other that'll work. Now, if we go back down, does it show us? Okay, yeah, so we could have put it over one more. But that's okay. I'll just jog it in there. So, let's might as well. So this should be, oh, no, wait. This is up and down. I see. Okay, a little more fancy than I was picturing. Well, how do we... Well, let's see. So I guess we need... I don't know how this is going to work out, right? Because this is... Or is this backwards too, right? Oh, no, it needs to be upstairs. Or no, we don't need an upper transfer. So how do we split a conveyor? Or do we just do... Yeah, so we don't need this thing, do we? I'm going to dismantle that. And then, like if we brought... And again, I don't really know how this is going to work, but... All right, it seems like it's... All right, I don't know what I just did there. So let's just see what they build. But yeah, I guess we don't need this transition because it's going to connect from below. I think that, I don't know if that's different or not, but whatever. As long as we get it working in the end. All right, so we got that conveyor done. Let's check. Yeah, this one's all done. This one's all done. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We need to build these. All right, so we go from here. I'm not sure how well this all works, but... What's wrong? Yeah, why are you... Not really telling me why it's not happy. Kind of weird. All right, well, we'll see what happens. These are all happy. We'll let that get built, and then we'll see. Maybe it'll straighten itself out after we put this end one on. All right, so how are we doing? We should be... Yeah, we should be doing pretty good. I did hire 2 more people, so hopefully that's good to go, right? All right, so let's speed up time and see what gets done first. That's not going to get done first. Let's go back downstairs. All right, all of that should be happy. And get rid of a little bit of color while we're waiting. All right, and then, yeah, we just need to get this in and done. Yeah, what is the holdup? I don't see anybody working. Are you out maintaining the road? Yeah, where are all you guys? You shouldn't be that busy at 1 in the morning that we're not. We got a lot of deliveries. So they do like to prioritize their deliveries at times. Right, what do we got in there? Conveyor. Okay. Yeah, I guess they're just... What are you doing so much running around? I guess you're just bringing stuff in here. Yeah, I guess they're bringing all the walls and everything else they need along with the whatever else it is. So we're doing pretty well with the money. Oh, and something else did happen too. Let's go back upstairs. We got the research done for, where is it? Land expansion. So we will be able to purchase this land down here, which is not much, but you know, 566,000. So we have some saving up to do. I don't understand land ownership breakdown now with parcel. I'm not sure what that means now and with parcel. So in any event, we're going to try to purchase it and, you know, get lights on this runway, and then and that'll also be a nice chunk of land to maybe be able to put more gates. And then, yeah, we'll have to see about purchasing this one. Does that mean, like, if you bought this, then this one would cost more because you own this one and it would square it off? Because it certainly would be kind of, you know, odd to have to buy that little corner down there. Maybe that's what I'm missing. All right, good. So that thing's almost built. Let's go back downstairs. So yeah, so we got that done. And let's take, while we're waiting on this, we could take a look at this. What I was thinking of is we get this large scale operations, because that's the extra large gates, and then the airport efficiencies is the research, upgrade the buses, and then we'll have all of the tier 2 things done, which is a good, you know, so that definitely we'll work towards getting this, because airport efficiencies, research buses, this one. All right, so 2 extra large gates, overall airline interest of 70%. Look, we're at 69%. And then we need a functioning outdoor baggage system, which is, I'm assuming, what we're building right now, right? So that should be good to go. Now, what is all of this mess? That's kind of a mess, isn't it? All right, let's come back to utilities. All right, we don't need that or that or that or that or this. And then when they get done that, we could put in these conveyors. Now, I thought we told it to put a conveyor all the way up there, but I guess it didn't like it. So we'll let them dismantle and see how this goes. I never split conveyors. I guess maybe the game's smarter than I'm thinking. All right, can we do... Like, really, we'd have to go up to there with a 2-way conveyor, right? Theoretically. And then this would be a 1-way conveyor. And then that could be another 1-way conveyor, right? And they would go here in either direction. I think that's logical. If it's not how the game works, that's how I would have made it work. let's see what happens here. But that should get us functioning if we have the upstairs stuff over here built. Let's just see how this comes together real quick. It didn't attach here. Now, all right, well, let's make sure. Let's just see what happens, because if this needs to be a two-way, so be it, right? That was the other thing I was thinking. Do we make these two-way? But hey, we live and learn in life. Boy, there's a lot of people standing right there. I assume you're all working, right? And you're not just like locked up. We're on 5 times speed, so you'd expect things to happen. Oh, there we go. We got something happened. Yeah, I don't think that works. So let's dismantle this and this. It certainly doesn't appear to have worked. So let's do two-way. Oh, we gotta get this dismantled first. Oop, that one's gone, right? All right. Oh, it gave us a warning. So you mean... Oh, so is the two-way only good in between hubs? And I bought all that two-way conveyor. How much does two-way conveyor cost? Oh, the same. So you mean I have to have like a one-way conveyor both ways? That doesn't make any sense. Or do I have to have a hub, right? Well, guys, I think we're kind of over the episode time, so I will get your comments and I will investigate how to hook this up. Right, but other than that, let's do one last thing. Let's just check to see if this worked upstairs. And then we will come back in the next episode. Right? Yeah, now will you let me connect? I mean, that seems to have worked fine. I think this one was, because it was 2 projects, I'm betting if I... Oh, what is it? Too many producers, limit 5. Okay. Well, guess what? We can handle that, right? That'll be the last thing we do. So let's go. Yeah, we could put another one like right here, right? So let's see if we can get this going in the right direction this time. We should have something to copy, right? So we'll... Yeah, we want to go the opposite way, right? So we'll put another one right here. And then we'll have, let's get rid of all of this, right? And then we'll have another conveyor. Now let's dismantle. I don't want to keep dismantling. All right, we'll have another one that comes like this. Oh, what's wrong? Not, okay, so we need to go and get the foundation in. Alright, we need to make this... Can we make it a lot wider? I think we should probably... We'll just make it 1 wide. Oh, we can't build foundation there? Oh, that's kind of a... Are we going to be able to get through here, right? Like we're off by 1 block, right? Yeah, I need to be able to build like a foundation right there, because otherwise, well, maybe we do. Can we come here and jog this in one? All right, can we do that? And then put one here. And then here, and then here. Oh, wait, that might work, right? Because if it feeds onto this one, and then that's good, because let's see, we can do some more dismantling, right? Oh, just gonna hit escape. Let's come back here. Right, and then... Alright, if we dismantle all of that, then we should be able to get this conveyor to not be right next to that one. Well, that was close. Right, and then we need to go back downstairs. Let's see what's going on there. Yeah, so let's dismantle that. And then we need to build a conveyor. Can we have... Well, can I build a foundation? Is that legit? Right? Because if I build a... do I even need it? I'll build it because I think it'll look better. But, yeah, let's get the conveyors back out. Right? And then we should be able to do this. No, we're going to have to dismantle this. But I can't dismantle this until after they build these. The episode's already going a lot longer than I intended. I was almost, a few minutes ago. But I'd like to get some of these things worked out. And I'll go learn about that other one because I'm a little confused. Do we have to put in another baggage hub or do I need to run 2 separate conveyors, right? Yeah, and then this should probably be dismantled as well. Right, and then we would run it. Conveyor. Okay, so we're going to need... So the too many producers is at the... Well, that's good to know, right? We didn't really... I can still go this way. And then what we need to do is build another conveyor. Like from here to here. To there. To there, right? So we'll come back when that's built. But at least we now know that it's this hub that needs the number of producers, not this up and down conveyor, which makes sense, right? This is just a fancy conveyor at that point. So I will be back. I'm going to do these episodes back to back, so I might not get your things, or at least I'm going to start the next episode back to back because I want to get this done while it's all fresh in my mind. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And next episode, I was hoping to have it done this episode, but next episode we'll have a functioning baggage claim, and that way we can relax and get it going, right? All right, see you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.